Okay. Good afternoon. My name is Eric Chipadilla, and today I am conducting an interview for my cinematography class, and I am interviewing.
My name is Emmanuel Salazar.
And he is an artist and an activist in New Mexico, and he's been recently recognized for a couple of awards by Town Hall. So I'm going to be interviewing Emmanuel Salazar with a couple of questions. Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay, so how have your personal background and life experiences shaped your identity? And in what ways have they influenced your development as an artist?
Right, yeah. I was born in Ciudad Juarez, Mexico, so I'm an immigrant child. Coming from Mexico to New Mexico, it was really confusing and weird because I didn't know English. So I had to learn English really quick so I could understand schoolwork or like what was going on around my surroundings. So that made me appreciate my both languages now since now I'm bilingual. So in my artwork, that's a big part of me because I draw sometimes and I draw animals and I draw their facts, like things about the animals, and sometimes I write them in English or sometimes I write them in Spanish. So having the ability to switch between your two identities, English and Spanish, it's like really helpful. And in my art, I always include my culture or my symbols that represent Mexico or represent the United States. So it's really, it's a gift. It's a gift. That's what I have to. That's why I would put it, right. It's a gift that many of us have. So I feel really proud of that. And as an artist, yeah, I draw a lot of, as I mentioned, birds or like Mexican symbols. So being from there and from here, it's like shaped me to who I am now.
Thank you. How do you utilize your artistic practice as a means of engaging with social or political issues, and which causes are most central to your work?
Right. As I mentioned like a couple scenes ago, I draw animals a lot. I love to draw birds in general. I love drawing birds, but I like to do all kinds of them. I mix them with political things going around the world. Like in school, I'm in my AP art class, and mostly my whole portfolio is animals. I think like 20% are just other like humans or other non-related things to animals. So I mix it with things like with messages, criticizing ICE or the Trump administration. So yeah, and I think the most important causes for me are, for example, the immigrants, the struggle that we go through every day here in this country. I'm a chapter lead for the New Mexico Dream Team in my school. So I'm really centered about my community, mostly things that are affecting me because I represent my family, my friends. So my art and my political, my interests on that field is what I mix them both together and they go really well.
Can you tell me about your shirt/sweater?
Yeah, this is a bag that I made. It's made out of the original thing is linoleum, and then I passed it to I took a photo of it, and then we made a silk screen. So it was just a bag that I made in December. It's just like I wanted to do something like kind of scary because I've been doing a lot of cute little birds, and I just wanted to do something kind of creepy. And it's just like people love it a lot. I made an event in school which I silk screen for free so people could have their shirts, and a lot of people wanted the bag. And then yesterday a lot of people were wearing them, so it's really cool. I love it, and I made one for myself as well.
Nice.
Yeah, thank you.
You were recently at Town Hall, as I mentioned, being recognized with an award for Selfless Senior, and a couple months back you were in Santa Fe talking in front of the press. So, having been formally recognized by the government on separate occasions, how have these honors shaped your sense of responsibility, and how have you balanced your academic commitments with your work in art and activism while continuing to grow personally?
Right. Yeah. So I was in Town Hall by the Bernalillo County. Silver Senior was an award that they gave to 17 APS students, I believe. I think I'm in it, right? So they gave us that for being an inspiring member in the community. So people who are like, I would say nice, maybe. I consider myself someone nice. So it just gives to kids who help in their community or like are involved in school, just helping other people. And that helped me. When I got the award, it helped me become someone more responsible with my friends or family. I'm usually like really calm, but sometimes I do like talk back to people or like sometimes when I'm like moody, I'm rude. So when I got this award, I'm like, okay, I need to stop, behaving like that. But I don't really do it often. I'm not a bad kid. So once I got the award, like now I think about my actions of my words. So having that award, like it just taught me to be more nice that I am. Try to be someone good, have a good heart, so you can inspire other people. So in Santa Fe, I talked for the speech for a law called HB9, which the Immigrant Safety Act, which it gladly passed the Senate. It's a law. So I had to talk in front of like 500 people, and it was super. I was super nervous. I was like really shaky. I'm a really shaky person, so if I'm nervous, I'm more. So it was really cool. I mean, I'm proud of that achievement because we're making history, right? And it's a really important thing in New Mexico that law became something true. So most of when I was in the podium, having that position in my school and my community, it taught me to be more responsible. So that's just something that I had in my life to always remember. Just keep that responsibility and never let it go.
I love that. On the last question, I was wondering, as you approach graduation, what are your aspirations for the future? And how have your artistic practices and understanding of music influenced the way you envision your continued impact?
Right, yeah. So after I graduate from Highland High School, I want to go to UNM and I'll go to the fine arts program or art education program and get my degree and go to a high school and get a job there and just work for a couple years and maybe just expand. I don't know what the future awaits for me, but I know that I want to be a teacher for some years. And music, I listen to a lot of music, mostly in Spanish now. I like a lot of bands, and how about my favorite band? How to mention them? But I like a lot of like 50s music, like boleros But now I do listen to a lot of English music, like mostly punk rock or rock, and a lot of music is political. So having that you understand how political art is. Like all art is political, so you always when you listen to some lyrics, there's always gonna be something that's talking about criticizing something about the world. One of the bands, Rage Against the Machine, they're like really political, and I love their music. So as I listen to music a lot. My mom told me, "Hey, get los audífonos or take your headphones off." Like it's one of my addictions. So I used to play guitar. I'm not really like playing anymore, mostly because I paint and draw a lot. But music's a big part of my life, and I just love listening to it. It just taught me how to express myself more and to upgrade my art. Make it better. So I love music. Hopefully, I can play like good one day, and maybe after graduation, I'll focus on learning guitar again.
Thank you. And was there anything else you wanted to say for your conclusion as we wrap up this interview?
Yeah, well, thank you for having me. Really, really cool to be in your home. I haven't been here in years. You're one of my closest friends, so I'm getting big in life. My future's looking bright, and yours is as well. We're gonna go big in the film industry, and hopefully we make it big together. And then just shout out to my family, my friends, my teacher, Ms. Conche, Mr. Gomez, my best friend Evelyn, all of my friends in school who support me. Like this is my senior year, so I'm really excited what the future holds for all of us. Hopefully in a couple years I look at this back and all of my goals are a reality. So yeah, just thank you to all my friends, and see you guys in a couple years, and let's see what Emma is doing.
Thank you so much for being here.